All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Master Moats Film Session. We've been highlighting the top 5 plays from the 2012 Pittsburgh Steelers football season, and now it is time. We did the top 5, 4, 3, 2 plays, and here is the number 1 play. So, shout out to everybody that has participated in the contest for the gloves. If you guessed that the number 1 play is Ben Roethlisberger doing his 1,000 pumps and then throwing it to Heath Miller for the touchdown, then you, my friend, shall be winning a pair of autograph gloves from me. So, without further ado, let's look at the play in full speed. It's Ben, it's Heath right here, and we will go to work. All right. 7 out of the gun. Trips right, little bunch action. One pump, 2 pumps, 3, 4, crazy. All right, so let's break this thing down, man. Slow mo for you. All right, so where the ball is right now on the 30-yard line, as a defender or anybody just in the football world, coaches and stuff like that, we like to call this the high red zone area. So the high red zone meaning 20 and in is the red zone. So anywhere between the 30, 25-yard line is the high red. So right now, what we know is this. The Cowboys are trying to play, it's a softer zone. It's an 8-man drop. This is a linebacker right here, just having him walk up to make it appear like it's a 4-man rush, but then it's giving it away that it's going to be an 8-man drop is the way these safeties are out here. So you see 1, 2, 3. Everybody's back here right now, so it's a traditional cover 3. They're letting you know, hey, that's his area, that's his area, that's his area over here. This guy right here, he's all fluff. He's not going to blitz. And from here, you got your corner. So with the 8-man drop, it's only going to be a 3-man rush. So typically on offense, you have a lot more time to throw the ball unless you have an insane pass rusher who wins out of a 3-man rush. That's extremely hard to do. So as this play is progressing, the thing that makes it difficult to do an 8-man drop versus Ben is this. Most quarterbacks, they'll get impatient when they see the 8-man drop and they feel like, all right, let me just take what I can get. Ben, he's going to try to stress this defense out, and he's doing that by doing some of the pump faking. So when he throws the first couple pump fakes, everybody freezes, and then they start getting their eyes back on Ben. But because Ben can move around a little bit, it's making these guys in coverage have to decide, because with 3-man rush, that side's bottled up. This pass rush had went a little bit high, so now Ben does have a lane to step up in. So now that's going to make these 3 guys right here have to have eyes on Ben. Now, with that being said, this guy freezes because he feels that Ben's about to get out of this. So now he comes, but what does that do? He leaves Heath wide open. Okay? But now Ben could take that right now, which most quarterbacks would, but Ben's trying to find something deeper. So he's eyes down here. He sees this guy all the way at the top, right there. He's like, okay, a pump faked over there, wasn't there. Now, with all that pump faking, he successfully moved this safety from up here. He jumped on that because he kept pump faking and drifting to that sideline. This guy had to go over here with this receiver that's up top. And these 2 guys right here kind of fell asleep. We tell you the one guy who was responsible for Heath, he jumped up and started coming into the rush. So now you got Heath by himself and a nice 15-yard sprint with the head start to get into the end zone. But the whole reason that worked is because of Ben Roethlisberger doing all the pump fakes and just keeping the play alive, not settling for what the defense was trying to give him. You can see it even better right here from the end zone. And so even with this big guy, even if they were to do a rush out of this, that would mean this guy would have to come back here because there's going to be a hole there. But right here, Ben could have settled for that. He could have settled for that, but he didn't want that. Eyes still downfield. But watch out as he's pump faking with his eyes, how these guys move. And another thing is this, man. Traditionally, as a defender, what we're taught is this: when you're in coverage, you don't break on the pump fake until that front hand comes off the ball. But what you're seeing with Ben is he's taking that front hand off the ball and fully committing to these pump fakes as if he's going to throw it. So it's making the defenders really have to move their feet and get off the spot. And it really stresses them out. And the more he does that, you see how these guys really have to break and respect it. And because he's still staying alive, the offensive line is doing a great job in terms of protecting against the three-man rush. These guys are having to really go all over the place. And that's what opens it up for Heath, because now these guys have had to move off their spot so many times and respect his pump fake so many times that now, because he was able to stay alive, Ben was able to stay alive, gets him in position for this touchdown. Crazy play, iconic play, which is why I was the #1 player of the 2012 season. Now, granted, the Steelers didn't win this game, but man, that's a play that we always will remember. And how could you not love to see Heath? So, those are my top 5 plays from the 2012 season. You know what that means, man. When we come back, we got to go into the top plays of the 2013 season. So, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody that participated as well. And until next time, peace.